Yo, what's up YouTube?
Hey, what's up everybody?
Yong Sheng here.
Waiter here.
We are
Artbots team.
and today we are going to share with you a little bit more about product development cycle. Share with us a little bit more about yourself and your background as an engineer.
Sure. So I graduated from National University of Singapore with a degree in mechanical engineering, specialized in product design, which is what we are doing now.
Yeah.
So after which I went to a big MNC to work on 2D printers design, 3D printer design, ATMs. So all these mass manufacturing design kind of products. So I work from the initial concept development all the way to manufacturing.
Yeah. So Waiter is really an experienced product designer. He's seen products from concept all the way to mass production. So we're super thankful to have him on board with our team and building electric skateboards for you guys. So Waiter, let's get on to it. What are the phases of a product development cycle?
So right now in our Finix phase, right? We are in the pre-production phase. So in total, we go by this total of six development phases, right? We have the concept development. We have the number 2 is the design phase. Number 3 is the prototyping phase. Number 4 is the pre-production phase. And number 5 is the production phase. And number 6 is the service support. So right now in the Finix pre-production phase.
Yeah. Right. So of the 6 phases, I think it starts off with concept development. Concept development for the Finix, we kind of went in right after our aileron launch,
yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we went from our original art, which is like a short deck. We went to aileron, which is a little bit longer, and we decided that we'll try to complete our product lineup by going into the longboard space. And with that, we started out thinking of, in terms of concept development, what kind of features do we want, how will our product be used, what kind of experience we want for our customers, and we started to kind of created the idea of what we want our product to be, right?
Yes, correct.
And so the next phase we'll go into is the design phase. Maybe talk a little bit about that.
So after we come up with the concept, how we want the drivetrain to be efficient, how we want the drivetrain to be like, how the deck to be like, we have to put it in our 3D modeling. So 3D modeling, we use our computer software to model out the 3D model. So there are several 3D software you can search online, mainly like SolidWorks, PTC Creo, Rhino. All these softwares allows you to create the 3D models for the fitting assembly you need for your conceptual design.
And then once we have those that we are happy with, we go into the next phase, which is prototyping.
Yep.
So prototyping is very important, and I think one of the reasons why we're here today, and one of the early decisions that myself and Hongi made when we started the company, was that we bought a 3D printer. Right? In fact, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of our 3D printer right now, which is printing. So you might hear a bit of odd noises here and there in the background, but it is here, right? We can't show you what it's printing because that's top secret. But yeah, so it sits in our office. It's working all the time. So it's an amazing bit of kit. It's actually the MakerBot 2X, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. Bought it about 3 years ago. Hasn't stopped working and printing
It's
since.
our workhorse.
It is a great workhorse, right? So the prototyping phase, the main reason why 3D printers change the game is that it lowers down the cost of rapid prototyping
fast
massively.
turnover.
Yeah, it's like
easy to access.
Yeah, it's easy to access, and we still do use custom CNC parts for certain things or materials that are hard to 3D print. But it's based on a decision on what material is based on and the cost and the time involved.
Correct.
So after prototyping, we kind of fit up our mock designs in reality, and then it goes into the next phase,
which is the pre-production. As you can see here, is our pre-production Finix fusion drive. Fusion drive. Fusion drive. So we can see it. Yeah, here. See? Wow.
So if you notice, right, this bit of cover, like it's 3D printed at the moment, and eventually it will be injection molded, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah,
it'll be
sure.
injection molded. So many of you guys have asked when we did our launch video, what if a stone gets into like the fusion drive? The only reason why we had to show you without the cover is because it will literally look like this, and you wouldn't see anything if we filmed it with the cover.
It's concealed.
Yeah, right. So so that's it goes into from prototyping to pre-production, and this pre-production phase I think is important that we actually got real-world customers. You know, those are our test pilots. So big shout out
to our test pilots.
Yeah, to our Finix test
know
pilots. You know who you are. We couldn't be here without you going into our Finix launch. And an even bigger shout out to our original Arkbot test pilots. You guys, we owe the world to you, the trailblazers, each and every one of you. It's so important in our philosophy as a company to have our products being real world tested by real customers at the pre-production phase, because when you ramp production up into you know, mass production, so to speak, what happens is that if you don't catch these bugs early, and if they are not conducted by real customers, you know, with real world usage of the product, they are gonna use it in ways that as the designer and the engineer you never ever think of. It's just the nature of the things. You know, it will break, things will break, and you want to catch all these things
and rectify early.
Yes,
design,
you know,
change everything.
Yes, we make massive amounts of improvements and iterations for each of our product as it goes through the pre-production phase, right? And then the next phase is the exciting one where we ramp it up, goes into
service support.
No, production.
Oh
phase.
Yeah. sorry.
So
I missed that one.
Yeah, so production, we gotta produce them first, and we gotta send them to you guys who ordered it, you know, online or directly through us. You know, so we ramp things up into production. Maybe talk a little bit more about that.
We'll assemble in Singapore in our workshop. Yeah, so most everything will be done around this region, and yeah, we'll do it here. Yeah.
Correct. So we source the parts, get our supplier list, you know, get everything going, you know, and then we assembled it
in Singapore,
right here in Singapore, right? And last but not the least, one of a very important phase is once your products go out, make sure you have some sort of a service support plan. We know we are a small company, so we are based in Singapore, so we are able to provide our service and support locally easily. Overseas is always been a little bit of a challenge before we get to our scale. But big shout out to Long Hair Boy. Thank you so much. You know, he will be our official service and support partner in Northern America. Now, as we grow, hopefully we can offer you the quality in terms of the service and support that we are giving to our local boys, all the way to wherever you are, right?
We're also expanding our partnership with other regions too, other countries.
Correct.
Whether
so
North Asia or
yeah,
Australia,
so not to worry, we'll
Zealand.
find a way to get that service support to you, right? So those are the 6 phases. It is once again concept development, design phase, prototyping, pre-production, production, and service and support, right? So we hope that little bit of information is useful for you, and looking forward to update you with more videos about the Finix and the Finix launch.
Yes, and also we'll zoom in into the individual development
yes.
phases in detail and what we do for our Finix.
Yeah, so stay tuned for the next few episodes where we tap on Waiter's expertise to give you more information on how to make your hardware startup amazing. Right, out.
See you soon!